Hello, everybody. Tanner here. 2 days before the end of the year. Who knows when you watch these? If you star them, flag them, and then watch them bulk watch. I know I've heard lots of things, but hope everyone had a great Christmas um, or holiday. And I'm gonna jumble a few different thoughts here, um, and really focus on conducting a great annual review. And for the purposes of this tool, this activity, I'd like to focus it on a personal review. So whatever part of this will tie back to whatever the method you use to kind of set up your year and how you've kind of gone about doing that. So some form of just review activity, whether that's a bulk review for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, half a day, a full day, but some form of conducting a great deep dive review and thinking about what you want. So before I get into the tactics of the review, I wanted to share a thought. So I'm almost finished. Unbelievable read, Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. Um, I'm not going to get super into the book. It's really interesting, written in 1938 and was not published until fairly recently. Napoleon Hill died in 1970, and now I can't remember when it was actually finally published, but in the 2000s. And the information is just really interesting. So I'm gonna share this from the book and tie it back to the annual review process. So he talks a lot about. So this is an interview in a way similar to like the Screw Tape Letters. Um, I just drew a blank on who wrote the Screw Tape Letters, but he has this interview with the devil, and the devil is essentially suggesting that a drifter. He talks all. I'm not going to get into. He talks a lot about drifters and what that means and the power of that he gains over um, people becoming drifters. But a drifter, as he defines it, and this is a really summarized 2 pages of a definition. A drifter is one who permits himself to be influenced by and controlled by circumstances outside of his mind. A drifter is one who accepts whatever life throws in his way without making a protest or putting up a fight. He doesn't know what he wants out of life and spends all of his time getting just that. I believe. Oh, and then lastly, a couple more things. This was a formula that kind of came: laziness plus indifference equals procrastination, and procrastination equals drifting. So just putting off things you want to do, putting off whether it's things you want to accomplish, um, who you want to become, whatever that is for you. I'm sure there's a lot of, um, to me, it's potentially procrastination, potentially it's lazy, it's excuses. But I love this. Procrastination is a habit. So my suggestion is go break it. I have also shared, included in here, not my own material. I just serendipitously um, got an email, maybe it was yesterday or Saturday, from Remarkable with this 60 something page, um, which I'm not going to jump into, but I'm going to share it here. You can download it, and I'm going to suggest one to go to page 26. But all of this to say, there's possibly, if you don't have a annual review process, this could be a format. I know I've shared in the past different questions, processes, if you're using a VTO, whatever that might be, but just the, it's less about the process or the model, if you will, or the tool. It's more about the process and just finding time to review all the things you wanted to do this last year, kind of where you feel you're falling short, just asking really good questions and being really open and honest with yourself and trying to then start to look into um, what are the things you want to do. So this is part one. The review is part one. The actual planning and goal setting is part two, which I'm not going to talk about right now. Right now, I'm just suggesting this week take some time, a minimum of 1 hour, to review the year. How did you do? And don't be so harsh on yourself, but just be reflective. Um, be honest with yourself and find where areas where this year is the year to take control, break the habit, whatever that might look like. So Have a fantastic week. A great start to the new year. Happy 2024, and we'll see you soon.